Hi everybody, this is Jack R, otherwise known as Racontra 1, and it's that time again, 4,100 videos. So again, I want to thank everybody who watches the channel and subscribes and comments. It wouldn't be possible without you, and I still have videos in reserve. You know, it's interesting how the car shows wax and wane down here in Central Florida. We have, at this time of year, the rainy season. So in the afternoon, it's very unpredictable about the weather. And often we have thunder showers. It gets exceedingly hot, around 95 degrees. The humidity builds up, and then these fronts collide, and we get showers, but they're spotty. And you don't know whether you're going to be affected or not. It could be raining a block away and not raining where you are. So it makes it difficult to plan on car shows. Although, if you really wanted to go to one, there is a car show every weekend somewhere in Central Florida. Old Town, down by Walt Disney World, has one every Friday and Saturday night, so one can always go there. But you find in the summer the tourists aren't here, and at least the winter visitors, shall we say. We always have tourists, but the winter visitors that do constitute a certain percentage of the old car population, they aren't here. And so the shows in the summer are almost always not as well attended, nor do they have as many cars, and the auctions aren't being held, and that's a great source for me, the auctions. And so there's not much material. For example, there's a local show here that was scheduled for yesterday, that Saturday afternoon at 4 o'clock. Well, it was canceled because it was threatening rain. Now, it was raining on the way to the show, about a mile away, but not raining at the show. But still, it was canceled. But yet, I went there, and there were maybe 7 or 8 cars there, but not really a show. They just showed up to get together. So it's a good thing that I have a backlog of videos that I shot with the old camera, and I hope you forbear the quality of the videos of those. The camera is not as good as the GoPro that I'm using now. But at any rate, I'm filling in with all those videos, and you can see that some of them are a couple years old, and some even like 3 years old. And I just never got them up. I also checked to see if I videoed that car before, and if I have, I don't video it. I don't show it again unless there's a reason to. For example, in the first video, perhaps the car hood was down. Now the car hood is up, so I'll show that because you're getting a view of the car that you didn't get before. So that being said, I continue to shoot videos as often as I can, and I will continue the pace of 2 a day, until I get this backlog down to a reasonable size. I don't have that much backlog at this point, and especially when I'm double checking, the backlog is illusory because some of these videos are of the same car. So if I eliminate them, the backlog isn't as big as it appears to be. So we'll press on to 4,200. But I wanted to let you know about something interesting that's been happening lately. YouTube has introduced a bot that is looking at all the videos that are produced. And I'm starting to get hits on that with that bot, saying that some of my videos are not suitable for all advertisers, and so they therefore are not placing any advertisements on them. The only way I get any money from YouTube is if the ads have advertising, and if the people looking at the videos click on the ads. So it's directly affecting, it could directly affect what money I earn. It's maddening because there is no reason for it, and you can dispute it, and I did on so far I've had about maybe 6 or 7 of these come up, and most recently the last 2 that I've done. And you can dispute it, and they're supposed to get back to you resolving it. A human will look at the video to see if the bot was correct. Well, the bot's not correct, obviously. There's nothing on my videos that wouldn't be suitable for advertisers. So at any rate, it's irritating. It's another example of intrusion of electronic manipulation. These bots are taking over, and if they did a good job, you wouldn't mind. But they're not doing a good job, at least not in my case, and so I resent it, and it's an irritation. Another thing I wanted to mention is my irritation with one of the movie maker things. It's not Movie Maker. Movie Maker is pretty good for me. I use it even though it's not supported by Microsoft now. But I find less trouble with Movie Maker than with others. And I pay for another movie maker deal, and it's not working. And you'll find that example. It looks like a perfect video when I send it off, and then I find that after it's been uploaded to YouTube, it freezes at a certain frame. So that's a minor irritation, but it's irritating to me because I paid for that program. And at any rate, I won't be using it because too often it has hitches, and I can't figure out how to eliminate those hitches. So that's another element I want to talk about. Another one is I'd like to improve the range of viewers that see my videos. And mostly my audience now is from North America. But I would really like to improve that. I do get viewers from Australia, New Zealand, and some from Europe and some from South America. I'd like to improve that. I had an inquiry recently from someone in the Philippines, Sam Tamaluso, and I'd like to improve the viewership in many different countries. Now, I know that American cars may not be all that interesting to someone who's not really grown up with them, but I must say that in conversations and speaking with people that I know in Europe, when an American car appears there, especially a muscle car, traffic tends to stop and people are very curious about them. So I figure that there's a fairly large audience out there in the rest of the world that I'm not really reaching. So if you know of people out there that might be interested and you subscribe today, perhaps if you would reach out to them, I'd appreciate that, because if they find it interesting, they can subscribe. So that's another element I wanted to mention. And I do believe that's about it. Mark is continuing to work. He's getting ready for work right now. And he's working at the grocery store in the bakery department. So I think it's must be pretty interesting. So at any rate, I guess I'll sign off. I've been talking way too long. So again, thank you so much for your continued viewership and your comments. And we all learn together about these cars, that's for sure. So thanks, and we'll see you again at 4200, hopefully.